Okay, let's talk about atomic energy levels real quick because these can be a little tricky and I think we're struggling on them. For atomic energy levels, classically in physics, we call our ground state the bottom of the potential well, so we give it a negative value, so let's say like -10. And if we go up to other values, maybe this is like a, I don't know, a -4, and then this is a -2, and then a -1. I don't know. And then like next to it, there's the 0 electron volts, and that's your ionized right there. Okay, this is just some hypothetical model. This isn't a real thing. But if we're looking at this, if we had some electron that was in the first, or not the first, the -1 energy level here, and it came down to the -10 energy level here, how many different photons could we see? Sometimes people just say 1 because it went from -1 to -10, and we'll get 1 photon coming out of that, but that's not right at all. There are actually 6 that we can see, so let's draw them in and we'll see what's going on. So the first thing I could have is I could have this electron drop energy levels from -1 to -10. That's a photon. But it could also do this in steps. It could go from 1 to 2 and create a photon there. And then it could go from 2 to 4, create a photon there. And then it could go from 4 to -10 and make a photon there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. It could also, instead, go from 1 to 4, like that. And then it could go from 4 to 10. Except I've already counted 4 to 10 once. See, I already have it in purple, so I don't want to double count it. So I'm not going to count it. I know it's going to make that drop there, but I'm not going to double count it, okay? Because I've already seen that color of light. What else could happen here? Well, it could drop from 1 to 2, which I already have, so let's get rid of that. But if I'm sitting at 2, and let's just draw this line back. Whoop. If I'm sitting at 2, I can go from 2 all the way down to -10 here, and I haven't drawn that line yet. So these are all the different ways that it can get from the -1 electron volt down to the -10 electron volts. There's 6 different photons of light, 6 different energy levels, 6 different colors of light, so to speak, that you would see out of this based off of all the different transitions that could be happening. Remember, we cannot get a transition that happens in the middle here. This doesn't exist. That's a no-no. But all of these transitions that we've drawn over here, the dark green, blue, red, purple, pink, and orange, are all valid transitions. You want to make sure, though, that you are not double counting the 4 to 10 transition and the 1 to 2 transition here. Otherwise, you'll get 8 instead of 6. Excuse me. So double counting is a thing to watch out for. So that's a quick little way to look at atomic energy levels. It's something that people struggle with as they're doing it. But really drawing this out and drawing all the lines in is the best way to go about doing that. So hope you find that helpful. Atomic energy levels and kind of how to approach them is finished. Take it easy.